What's up, guys? Today we're gonna go over my layout blind because I'm packing stuff up to move, and so I've got to do stuff with all my duck hunting crap. So I was pulling that out. I'm like, I should probably do a review over this. I talked about doing it before, so we're gonna do that today. This is a review on the hardcore man cave layout blind. Alrighty, guys. So this is my layout blind. It's a hardcore man cave, and there's a few things I want to go over with it. And so, first of all, before I do this, I've hunted with this thing for 4-ish years now, so it's kind of on its last legs. There's supposed to be a D-ring right here. The D-ring broke off, but I've got one on this side. So it folds up like this, and it's got this sling where you throw it over your shoulder, okay? So it weighs about 30 pounds with all this brush and stuff on it, so that's kind of a thumbs down in my book. I want a lighter blind than 30 pounds. I'm sorry about the wind, if there is wind noise. I guarantee you there is, because there's like 40-mile-an-hour gusts today. So, you know what, we'll just keep rolling with it. So the blind, it folds out. I like to take this strap off, but it folds out like this, and you got your doors, and then your foot bag, and then the inside of this it's got a frame, but there's no pin assembly to it, and this frame is broken. I broke it towards the end of the season. This right here is supposed to be attached right here, but the pipe broke, so that's kind of a pain in the butt. I'm gonna try and set this up here. I don't know how exactly it's gonna work out, but you know what, we'll give it a go. So basically, it's a no pin assembly, so it's supposed to be really easy to where you can just roll up and set it up really quick and easy at 3 in the morning, but that's not the case here. Okay, so the back folds up like that, and this frame is bent and broken, so it just kind of makes things twice as hard. So this should come up like this. Yes. And this comes up, and then there's like a little tube that you stick together right here. And then these little sidebars. Boom, one there. Boom. There's another one. And then, so this is broken, so it's basically a piece of junk, and it's hard to put together because once the metal bends, it's difficult to put the doors on. And that's one thing I've noticed about this blind is sometimes the doors are difficult, sometimes they're easy. So quick and easy, no pin assembly. Boom. Alright, so it's all set up and it's ready to go. Something that I do like about this blind is that it's big and you can hold a lot of crap inside of it, which is good for me because I don't just have hunting stuff, I also have like camera gear and all that fun jazz. So that is a plus in my book. Another thing that I really do like about this blind is the stubble straps. I know like Luke's blind and Justin's blind, the stubble straps, they're wider. The stitchings on them are wider, so they're bigger. So I guess you can shove more stuff in there, but it doesn't hold the brush on as good. So I like the smaller stubble straps on this blind in particular. I think it's an awesome design, and the only problem I've had with the stubble straps is, like on the feet, it's just hard to keep brush on there, but on the doors and the sides, it stays on pretty good. On the inside of the blind, there's really nothing too special here. We've got a goose flag port. You can keep your flag in there. There's 2 holes on the sides, but I don't use the holes on the sides. Luke does, but I don't. I just open my blind and flag, so to each their own. If I was gonna rate this blind out of 10, in my personal experience, in the way that I hunt, where I can't like just drive into the field and plop it, you know, that would be ideal for this blind. That's like the ideal situation with this layout blind because it's so freaking heavy. And so, you know, if you're walking into a field or you're walking into a pond or something, you know, it's not bad, but it could definitely be better if it was lighter, because 30 pounds is kind of heavy with your waders and all the other crap that you're carrying. So that's just my own personal opinion. I would like it to be lighter, and I wish the construction was a little bit more durable, but I mean, 4 years out of a blind is pretty good if you ask me. I'll end up getting a new one here pretty soon. This blind actually got infested with mice last summer, and they chewed a hole through the face mesh and in the butt here. But you know what, after I hunted a lot out of this thing this past season, so it held up with my use and abuse. I'm really tough on equipment, so I feel like that is a good quality to have. Like, none of the actual material is ripping from use. It's only kind of torn up from like mice and stuff. So the only thing that's really broken on this is the frame, because I mean, just 4 years of use and getting wet and rusting and things like that, and then that D-ring for the strap. That's the only problems I've had with this blind. So for like 250, 300 bucks, I think you can get one of these. You know, if you can drive into a field or drive to where you're hunting and just plop it, I would recommend this blind. But if you're walking in anywhere, it is the biggest pain in the butt. And you know, try your best not to bend the frame or anything like that, because once you bend the frame, it makes it extremely difficult to put it together, especially when it's cold outside. Like, it was really easy for me to do it today, but when it's like 20 degrees outside, it's a lot more difficult. So take that into consideration. I would recommend this blind to somebody who is bigger, because I mean, it's a big blind. You can put a lot of person in there. And then I would also say that, you know, it's good for the person that can just drive and plop, and it's not that great for the walk-in. So take your pick, but I feel like there's better blinds for people who walk in. The only bad things I could say about this is it's heavy, and I bent the frame, so it made it difficult to put together. So that's kind of on me, that second thing. But being heavy is just my only complaint about this blind. And I feel like it's got pretty good visibility when you're laying in it. Like, I feel like some blinds don't have good visibility. This one's got pretty decent visibility. And it's constructed out of a good material. It's got this wire mesh here that like you can bend. I know some blinds have a wire mesh, but it's not bendable. So this is nice. And the no pin assembly, you know, I've never hunted out of a blind with pins. I've helped Luke put his together and it has pins, but you know, at the end of the day, what's an extra 2 minutes gonna cost you? So take it or leave it. This is like a $300 layout blind. Would I say it's worth $300? I mean, I got 4 years of use out of it, so it's really durable. That's about it. There's a beer can in my blind. So there you go. There's like a little review on my layout blind. I hope I kind of made sense. I feel like I was talking a mile a minute, but hope I got everything across. It's not a bad blind, but it's not ideal for me, but it could be ideal for you. I need something a little bit lighter and a little easier to carry in, since I'm not able to drive into a lot of places to just plop my stuff. But it's still a good blind. I would recommend it. I've just kind of had a few quirks with it where it's like, oh, this is all bent, and now it's just kind of hard to put together. But that's how it goes. Things break, and you just have to buy new ones. But 104 years or something like that with that, so not too shabby. Follow me on my social media. I've got Twitter and an Instagram and a Snapchat and a Facebook, so check it out. Leave me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It means a lot when you guys do that. And I'll catch you on the next one.